Welcome to At Home with Music. We've explored adding chords to a melody, and now we're going to take a melody that isn't even written down, then we're going to write it down, and then not only are we going to add chords, but we're going to create a simple piano accompaniment. So we're going to start with this lovely lullaby sung by Dawn Zurcher. Now, Dawn has several videos here on YouTube where she demonstrates how to customize some lullabies. You know, she sings them first generically, as it were, and then she'll sing them again while inserting the child's name. I'll link to a few of these in the description. So this particular lullaby is called Bye Oh Bye Oh, or Bye Oh Bye, and she starts with the generic version, which is what we're going to use. So let's listen to this tune. This is Bye Oh Bye, sung by Dawn Zurcher. Oh, by the way, Dawn told me that she's actually a soprano, and she was kind of surprised at how low she sang this, but she sings this in the alto range, and it actually sounds calmer and gentler, and I can picture her singing this to her children as they fall asleep. So here it is.
Bye, oh, bye, oh, bye, oh, baby, close your drowsy little eyes. You are mommy's little baby, you are daddy's little prize.
Now she sings the tune without words. You get the basic idea. And so now what we're going to do is I'm going to write this down, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then we will go to work adding chords to this tune and adding a simple piano accompaniment. Now what we're going to do is add chords to this melody, and first we're just going to play the melody and figure out what chords to go with it, and then we will actually figure out a way to accompany the vocal. So let's just play the tune. I'm going to play it up here so that our hands don't get in the way of each other. Now, I determined by listening to this that the first note she sang was G. If you don't have absolute pitch, then perfect pitch, of course, meaning that you can hear a note and know what it is without any reference. If you can't do that, that's no problem. You just find it, pluck around on the keyboard until you find the note that you're hearing and matches. I was able to find out that she started on G. And then you'll notice that the first three notes of this melody outline a C major chord in second inversion. So that makes it pretty obvious that our first chord is going to be C. So using the method that we've employed before when adding chords to a melody, we will use the chord C, play it at the beginning of every measure, and keep playing it until it doesn't work. Right away, we can see that we need to change chords. Now, since this is a very simple tune, most likely we're going to be using chords that are contained within the key of C major, and the three basic chords would be C major, F major, and G major. So we can try a little bit of trial and error. We'll go to F first and see how that works. Not bad, but let's try G and see if we like that even better. Okay, I kind of like G, because the reason I like it is when you see what comes next in the melody, you've got this. G, B, D. That's a perfect outline of the G major chord. So we have C, and then G, and then since the melody's landing on E, it looks like it's going to go back to C major. All right, what we have so far is very simple. We have two chords, C and G. But let's make this a little bit more interesting by using chord substitutions. Now, if you remember what we studied with chord substitutions, and I have some videos on that, you know that if you're landing on 1, sometimes you can substitute the minor 6 chord. So in the key of C, that would be A minor. So let's try putting that in on the second line, just to make it a little more interesting. So the first line is just like it was. Now we'll go to A minor. Now it looks like we need to change again. We could go back to G. That sounds okay, but we can actually substitute the minor 2 chord for the 5 chord. The 5 chord being G in the key of C. So we're at A minor. Now we'll go to the minor 2. And then it naturally is going to lead us back because of this outline of the G major chord. And of course, it has to resolve back to C. So there's a basic set of chords that we can use to play this particular lullaby. Now, let's see how that fits when we play as an accompanist to Dawn as she sings the melody. Okay, here we go. We're going to play along with Dawn as she sings.
Bye, oh, baby, close your drowsy little eyes. You are mommy's little baby. You are daddy's little prize.
So you'll notice that all I was doing at that point was playing block chords, and that sounded okay. But we could actually make this a little more interesting by perhaps playing some broken chords, some arpeggios, so it might sound something like this. So, Dawn is now going to just kind of hum the tune, and let's see how it sounds.
Close your drowsy little eyes. You are mommy's little baby. You are daddy's little prize.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad, but you know, we could make that even a little more intricate. Instead of just playing, we could actually play, just fill up the whole measure. So let's have Dawn sing it again and see how that goes. In fact, we'll have her sing it all the way through. She'll sing it once, she'll kind of hum it, and then sing it through a third time. And we'll continue to accompany her all the way through.
Bye, oh, baby, close your drowsy little eyes. You are mommy's little baby. You are daddy's little prize. Close your drowsy little eyes. You are mommy's little baby. are Daddy's little prize.
All right. As you can see, we had to adjust as far as how fast we were playing to kind of keep up with the way she was doing this. And I think it sounded very nice. So there's some ideas as to how you can find a melody, write it down, add the chords, and then figure out a way to accompany that melody if somebody is singing it for you, like Dawn has sung it for us. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Oh, by the way, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. You can support my work on Patreon. We have some things coming up for those of you who choose to support the channel in that way. Thank you again. I'll talk to you in the next one.
Bye, oh, baby, close your drowsy little eyes. You are mine.